Hello, Diargos here. Welcome back to my Factorio series, a Manhattan project. Alright, so we now have uranium-235 enrichment going very well. We've got 10 centrifuges, which is producing a little bit more than 1 uranium-235 per second, plus whatever's coming up here in the ore processing. In between episodes, I filled in some more land here, all of this pretty much, and all of that. As well as finished up my water strips down here. These I'm going to keep. I'm not sure exactly how I want to use these, but basically they're an organized source of water. And we'll have pipes or something going like that at some point if we need it. And I think I also filled in some solar panels up here. So let's add some more on this side while we're starting. Quickly, gotta keep them always going, I think. I'm really bad about that. So whenever I remember, I try to do it right then, or else I'll keep putting it off. Okay, that should be good for now. We also did some concrete as well. So the next step with nuclear power is creating the nuclear fuel cells, the uranium fuel cells. So we get 10 of those every 10 seconds, so 1 per second if we have a centrifuge, just one doing it. But it needs 10 iron plate and then 1 uranium-235 and 19 the uranium-238. So I think we can do something like this, but we don't need the beacons for this. I don't think that's going to be a bottleneck, right? Because a fuel cell, first of all, it creates 10 of them, or basically 1 per second, and they last like 200 seconds, I think, or something like that. So they should go a good while. All right, so we want this nuclear reactor. I'm still not used to the icons here, so let's come down here and make a prototype at least. We'll get some light. Substation. Light. Okay. Okay, so we are going to select, I guess you don't do it in the, where do you do it? In the assembler? Okay, let's pick an assembler. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. So I think we just need something like this, right? Where we do 10 seconds, we only need a regular inserter. Request iron plate, and it's 10 iron plate every 10 seconds, so that will last for 10 cycles, 100 seconds. We want 10 of those. Want 200 of these, even though it's like 190. Actually, we can just do 190. Make it official. All of those will be will allow this to run 10 times, right? If that's filled up. So it's 10 times more than we need for one cycle, in other words. Okay, and then we output like this. I mean, I think that's really it, right? I guess that's not that much to this. The question is, how many do we want? And that will be determined on the next part, which we now have 10 of these already. The next part over here, we'll do it over here, is the reactor itself, right? So let's make a prototype of that. So what you do is you put in the fuel cells, and these, by the way, these will run regardless of whether or not they are consuming power, like if whether or not something that's connected to them is consuming power. Unlike the steam engines up here, these stop running. And you can see they're not even running right now because solar is taking care of everything. So they're not burning coal. This will burn the fuel cells. Okay, and the other thing to think about is that these get neighbor bonuses. Or right? So it's a good idea to have adjacent ones because that can make them hotter in a sense, right? You can see the neighbor bonus is not showing up for some reason because I guess they're not on, so that's inconvenient. I wish that would show me what they would get, not what they are getting. Okay, but I think the idea is to just have them adjacent to each other, and you do a bunch of those, right? Okay, come on. You do a bunch of these like that, and you'll get more and more bonus up to a max of whatever the max is, which we can figure that out. I think I need, so I did look at the ratios for this, look up the ratios of the wiki, and it's something like 1 water pump, right, for 11.5 heat exchangers. Those are these things right here. You get like 11 of these in a row, kind of like the boilers, right? And so 1 pump will handle 11 of those. And for every heat exchanger, just like the boilers, you get these steam turbines. They're basically the same thing, right? And each of those will handle 1.7 steam turbines. So it's not like exactly 1 to 2, but it's kind of close to that. And then 1 reactor will handle 4 of these of the heat exchangers. And you can connect them up instead of connecting them with water pipes. I mean, you can connect them directly. You see, they've got them on the back right there. So you could go like this, right? Or like you would connect water pipes or steam, you use these heat pipes instead. So that. And that would transfer the heat for all of those. I mean, I don't know what the efficiencies are for distance. You know, you'd think since it's heat, it would get colder as it goes, but I don't know if that actually is true or not. Okay, so I think what I read was if you have 8 of these reactors, because of the neighbor bonus that we can't see right now, they actually act as if you have 28 of them, right? Because each bonus you get plus 20% or something like that, and it starts stacking up so that 8 in this pattern here, or 8 that are adjacent to each other, will give you an equivalent of 28 reactors. Like if I had 28 reactors separately, like 1 here and 1 there, right? So 28 of those. So you can do the ratio for 28 times, I guess 4 heat exchangers, and then times 1.72 turbines for the turbines. So we'll have to figure out some pattern that uses 8 of these and then get the appropriate number of heat exchangers and steam turbines. That's what they're called, right? Yeah. Okay. I think so. If I do this ratio, so I'm not going to do like 2 here. What we'll do is we know we have 1 of these goes nicely into 4 heat exchangers, right? So we can think of this as 28, but it's 28 times 4. But for the 4, sadly the steam turbines are not an even 2 or 1.7. I think the ratio comes out to like, for 4 of these, you can manage 7 steam turbines, right? So 7 of these like in a row, I guess. Like if I went like that and then and had 7 of them, those would feed that. Okay. And since we want 28 of these, I guess what we can do is just kind of try it out. We can take like this, put it in the middle somewhere. Let's start picking this up and We'll head somewhere with a little bit more room. Down there. Okay. How many of these do we have? Okay, we got a lot already. Okay, so let's start down. Let's do it like right here. That way I have like a whole big area if I need to. So we'll assume that we want the reactors in the center, right? And they have to be adjacent. And I think we can try going this. All right, so that's 28. Let's say. And then so we need now a pattern that uses 4 and 7. And we're gonna need pumps for this as well. For all of these. I think we could like go out like this, right? Maybe, or I don't know. Let's start playing around with some ideas. So 4 of these, and we'll figure out where the water comes in later. Do 4 of these like this. Kind of wide though to get 28. I think they're gonna have to be stretched out like this. Okay. So I could do 4 like that and 4 like that, and then these actually use pipes, right? So I could do this and then this, and I don't know if you connect them if it matters, as long as you have an equal amount. If it's like the steam engines, it doesn't. That was back in 0.14 when I last would connect the steam engines like this, so I'm a little worried about that. We don't need to come out that far. Okay, so then the steam turbines. There's a problem right there. Can't do that. We need another space. Okay, but so then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm guessing this is just like the steam engines in 0.14, where you'd have power poles on either side and then have another gap. So like what I'm saying is, since there's no space here, you would run them like that, and then you'd have the next line right above them, right? I guess that makes sense. And then you'd line up the boilers. You'd have spaces between the boilers because they wouldn't line up exactly. Oop, didn't mean that. Okay, so let's make a blueprint here. We'll start with, oh, that's not even lined up right. These aren't even lined up. Let's line those up to the pipe. Okay, and do I want an extra space there? I don't think so. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Here's my blueprint for that, and I'm just going to get a sense of so that I can't. We don't need to blueprint that actually. Let's lay these down first. Okay. Then we'll do this one kind of in reverse. Okay. So then that would be 2 of 28. So we would need 14 of these. I already have one. And we would need the heat. Oh goodness. We would need the these to come in like this. Okay, let's come back to here. We don't want, we can delete that one. So then that would come in like that. Give me a break. Like 4 hours before they get here. Okay. So that's 4. We need 7 of these. 1, 2. Man, I wish it was an even number. Because then I could do, like, if it was 6, I could do 3 and 3. Either side, like wings, right? But now I'm going to have one. I guess I can have like one extra one on the bottom that's kind of flat. So let's do. Man, I hope I'm doing this right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I count that as 1, I need 7 of these. So I have to make 3 of these on either side. Okay, so let's do that. Three of these on either side. So we'll come over here to kind of do that, all 3 of them. So I have more room over here. Okay. So 3 of them on either side. I want 1 in the middle. That. Then this guy here. Getting a little dark, but hopefully the sun will come out soon. Okay. And then 1 up there. And then 1 down here. We'll put down some more roboports and stuff once we get this compacted a little bit. Okay. And then 1 right there. So that's half of the side, right? Okay. And then put these back for a moment because we want them to be in the logistics network so they can get built. These steam turbines, right? Okay, I'll put you there. We'll straighten all this stuff out. And I think that's a little unfortunate that there's a gap there. I could put 1. Oh, it will fit. No, it doesn't fit because they're not there. Okay. I could put 1 here. Put something like that inside. Yeah, even that won't work. I'm gonna think about whether or not I want to space this out more so I can fit a roboport in. Okay, let's take this up. Okay, sealed never. Hey, what are you guys doing? You guys just sitting there? It's cool. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know other bots are coming from... Dumb. Okay, I guess I'm just waiting here for... I know it's my fault because the logistics bots are so big, but I'm the one making the bots, right? Like, in theory, my character is programming these bots. He's not just... You know, he's building them from scratch. So wouldn't I program them to use, I don't know, say like these bots? Some bots. These bots up here. There's a whole bunch of bots. Why weren't those guys doing anything? Alright, so I can't really, like, I've got a whole bunch right here. I'll just put these down. Oops, hit the mic. Was there anything else in these? Oh, pipes. Okay. Well, I can't blueprint this out until they're finished building it. So maybe I should go and see what the holdup is up here. I think I have like one stack of this or that, and maybe that's the problem. I should open it up more. It's all the way at the far end. I don't even think there's concrete down there underneath it. Need to do that. But I'm almost about to, I don't think I'm going to put anything else down on this belt. So it's... And then I'm going to, you know, recycle everything, so... Okay. Okay, so there's lots there. We'll open this up to 2 rows. That's fine. We'll open that up to a row, and we'll open these up to a row as well. Okay. Oh, and the pipe. Didn't I have pipe somewhere? Oh, I did that right there. Okay. Okay, that's probably pretty good. And they're in the bot network, right? Barely. Okay, so bots will be coming eventually. I was looking at this. So remember, this is set for 8,000 right now, I think. Yeah, 8,000. Well, there's more than 8,000. You can see there's almost 16,000, and that's because what's happening is anytime this area over here gets shut off, the power gets shut off. If there's like 5,000 bots over here, because look at them doing work, it disconnects the network. And so what happens is that the count over here goes down because there's not as many logistic blocks on this side when the power gets cut from over there. And so it starts filling back up again, and then it turns back on and it's got way more, but that they don't take out. So it's been doing that every once in a while, but I think it's not shutting off anymore, or if it is, it's not very, very long. Like still going, so. That's good sign, I guess. But we don't have any more power, so I don't know what, like, only a few more solar panels, so I don't know why. Okay. A few more turbines. I should grab some. Just sitting there talking to myself. Okay, so what we'll do is we need to design, so you can see this is taking up a lot of space on both sides, which means I'd have to have like one long one coming out this way, right here. Unless I could flatten it some, which I think I could probably do. It's just rearranging the turbines. But we'll finish that up in the next episode. I'm going to end this episode here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.